Hi guys, hope you're well. This week is my first ride video of the Honda CB1000R Black Edition. Right, okay, so I've been really lucky to have this bike. Got it for the next couple of weeks or so. Went out on it last night. Unfortunately it was raining. Got caught out that way and chucked a load of muck around it, so it's not in the best condition for a first ride video. However, what a beautiful piece of machinery here. The first thing that really gets me about this bike is the attention to detail. Now, all these shrouds here on the standard edition 1000R are all in sort of stainless steel colour. I really like the stainless steel, and now this black edition has got it all blacked out there. Everything on it is blacked out, even the forks here are blacked out to make it look like a proper Street Fighter edition. And yeah, fantastic. As you can tell, I mean, it's typical Honda engineering. Even this here is machined out of aluminium and looks really nice. And on the handlebar grips there as well, got the CNC'd aluminium part there as well, metal. Looks great, looks fantastic. The rear mudguard, which kind of divides opinion. I like it. I always have liked it since it came out in 2018. Now, as most of you know, this is part of the Neo Sports Cafe range, which they made a 125, a 300, which I owned for around 9 months, a 650, and then they brought the 1000 out. The Black Edition this year has come out with these beautiful wheels as well, which have a bit of black and a bit of silver in them. Michelin tyres, which grip really well, it seems. Like I say, I went out in them last night and it got a bit wet, and they held together really well. Everything's badged nicely. The suspension is good. It's basic suspension on the back, just for preload. There's nothing electronic on that side of things. But obviously we do have a lot of rider aids on this bike to keep the wheels rubber side down, shall we say, because this thing absolutely flies. So as you can see, it is a stunning looking bike. Now the people that are going to buy this are people who like the power of these bikes. As I say, it's derived from the Fireblade engine, but tuned a lot differently. You know, more road bias tuning there and mapping. Single-sided swing arm. So this bike is basically for people who like having all of that power. They like the look of the bike. They like the quality, bulletproof Honda engineering. I mean, for me personally, you know, I review bikes all the time, as you know, and for me, Honda are the people who I trust the most to give my money, and I know that I'm going to have a reliable bike. That's not to say that other manufacturers aren't, reliable, but just Honda are faultless in my eyes. They've never let me down, and I've owned 2 brand new Hondas and another 2 second-hand ones, and they've all been, I've had them, and I've never had to mess around or take them to the garage or left me on the side of the road. They're just dependable. And reasonably priced as well, middle of the road pricing. Yes, the spec isn't always quite where I want it to be, such as the NC 750. I was hoping for a cruise control. There's a number of reasons I've found out why it hasn't got cruise control, that bike, but that's for another video. Right, so I will be bringing you a full review on this bike, so please do first of all give it a like so we get the analytics going off of the first ride. Yeah, I'll be bringing you the full review over the next coming weeks. I can show you this dash then, hopefully you can see it. So getting on the bike, it's very comfortable. The seat is quite flat. Turn the ignition on and you get that lovely sign there, and the TFT dash with the revs, the fuel, miles per hour, the mode setting, which will change that to standard, I think. Keep the front wheel down in a minute. Yeah, and all your trip meters down the bottom there. Really, really crisp, really nice to look at that. And obviously the fuel gauge. So it's a 4-pot engine. I think it's around 143 horsepower. So let's go. Got a quick shifter as well, auto blipper up and down, which is typical Honda, very smooth. And the bike in general is just very, very easy to use and manoeuvre. You know, it's not the sort of bike which you have it's going to bite your hand off. Even a beginner can ride a bike like this. It's that simple. I'm 5'8", got 30-inch inside leg, and I'm just pretty much on the balls of my feet. I can flat foot it if I stretch just slightly. But yeah, one thing I really like about this bike is the quick shifter. It makes it so easy to quickly change gear. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not a particularly fast rider. I am somebody who likes to pot around on the bike, so this ain't going to be you know, going mad, and plus we're on the road as well, so there's time and a place for fast riding, and it's not on the roads here. So very light to tip in, so nothing behind me, so I can take me time a little bit here. Yeah, so very, very quick. We'll open it up in a minute. So from second gear, 27 miles per hour, 3,000 revs, and there's your 8,000. Whoa, up goes the front, done boy. And yeah, well up to legal speed there. I love these litre bikes, I really do. You know, it's not having a litre bike isn't something I'd probably own, but every time I get on one, you just have an absolute ball of a time. Just playing around, using all the bike's power when you can. But there's that age-old argument of, you know, is a litre bike too much for the road? And my opinion on that is probably yes, but some people like that. You know, some people like having all that power. That's fair enough. So again, you know, up the gears is fantastic on this bike, and the auto blipper just takes you down the gears. Lovely. I think we'll do a left here today. Again, that's front wheel just wants to keep lifting, whereas in the rain mode it does tend to stay down a bit easier. Bike to tip in is quite easier. It's ready in for you to tip it into place, and it holds the line quite nicely. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm doing above the speed limit here, so let's take it down a bit. Yeah, so for touring, this bike would be quite easy to take on a tour, because obviously you got, look at it mate, you got all that power. So but the only thing that might put you off having this as a touring bike is the lack of storage capacity, but it makes no apologies for that. It is a roadster, and that's what this bike is all about. Braking on this, even on the back brake, is really good. If you're the sort of person to take a bike on the track, then yeah, you're going to love this. Slow speed control, as you can see there, is very nimble. It's a relatively short wheelbase bike, so yeah, so it is very nimble, and it'd probably be pretty good in traffic as well. I'll probably have to try that on the way home. But yeah, it's a nice bike to ride. It's, you know, proper Honda ingenuity and refinement that you get from this bike. And being a 4-part, the vibes are very limited. I get a bit through the bars when I'm really going for it, but apart from that, it's quite smooth, really. And as I say, not you know, just using the quick shifter is a nice element about this bike, rather than clutching in all the time. So the only time you need the clutch really is just when you come to a stop to put it into first gear. Apart from that, it's all good. Oh, it's a place to break down, that, isn't it? God, what a nice set of roads this is. Oh, there's the 8000. Whoa, crazy. Huge amount of power, absolutely huge. So this is quite a puppy dog around town. It does handle slow speed stuff really well. It's well fueled, well mapped out. But as I say, you get it above 8,000 and it, you know, I mean, you really got to ask for it to do that, you know. It's not like it's going to bite your hand off. I did actually ride this bike back in 2018 and had one for 3 hours, and yeah, I mean, it's my first litre bike that I went on actually. Had a bit of fun on it. Apparently, back in 2018, I got up to 98 miles per hour in second gear. But I don't think that's true. That's not the sort of guy I am. But yeah, you know, riding a bike like this is nothing short of an experience. It's the power that you get from it it's just immense. I always describe it as like one of those roller coasters that take you from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Well, it's very much like that. Apart from obviously you're not sat in a chair, you're holding on to the bars as it's trying to rip your arms off. Oh, it's nice up here. I have to do a walk round up here sometime. But yeah, I mean, you know, for doing rides like this, it's brilliant. You know, taking it round the twisties, great fun. Really is brilliant fun. Yeah, so there you have it. The 2022 Honda CB1000R Black Edition. Look at all that black and the way that the silver parts just shine through. Quite an exquisite machine, this one, I think. So overall, I'm going to be bringing you a full review of this bike over the coming weeks, and probably a last ride video on this one as well, as long as the rain holds off. But look at that, what a beautiful looking machine. Absolutely fantastic. It looks a real one-off as well, doesn't it? It really shines way it looks, and the styling of it and that. Brilliant. But yeah, price wise we're looking at £13,100. So I guess that's about right for a litre bike these days, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you could give it a like, that would get the old analytics going and make a bit more of a success of the video. And yeah, I'm going to ride this one home now. I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers.